in the void. I am Nulla Moore, and this is Journey Through Miro. And these are my boys. Say hello, boys.
Hello,
Yo.
boys.
Yo.
We're so back.
And they are going to introduce themselves, starting with my fiance.
Hi, I'm the fiance, also known by most people as Stephen the Stole on TikTok. Known by a select few of people as the author of a book, A House on the Sand, The Folly of King James Onlyism. And I also run my own game, The Tomes of Time. The wait. These people
There you
play
go.
it. At one time for a Halloween game, this guy played in. It's a pretty good character intro.
Heavens above. And this one demonstrates how I'm the most reasonable of all the characters. Hello, I am the Black Doctor, also known as Belgroth the Dark. You can find me on TikTok under the Black Doctor, Black Doctor 21, YouTube under the Black Doctor, Instagram pretty much under the same name, where I do a whole bunch of awesome theological content, debating Muslims, teaching church history, stuff like that. I do a lot of great stuff. I also do a ton of memes. I'm hilarious. Trust me. Follow me.
I am at Del Jitsu on TikTok, X, and Instagram in that order. I'm back. I'm tired, and I play the role of Isaiah Yeager, the only member of the party that's not an absolute murderous psychopath.
Fake news.
Name
I
12
only do it
people.
when
Name
I
12
only
right
do it
now.
when I have to.
A specific barmaid would beg to differ, I'm afraid.
Wasn't she like a serial killer?
Yeah,
That I
but
watched
she's...
murder another serial killer and then like solved the problem for everybody.
How do you serial kill a serial killer?
If you kill me, you're just as bad as me.
No, this isn't Batman. What do you
I
call
know
a
what you
serial
mean.
killer? Tony the Tiger going on a rampage.
All right. Who, for inspiration points, can tell me what happened last session 2 weeks ago?
I broke into the palace. I broke into the palace. I broke into the palace, and I got caught. But then I stabbed him in the. And then I slit his wrist and ran away.
Offsetting
Yeah.
penalties.
Yeah, we barely escaped without, all of us immediately getting caught because he set off the alarms and everything.
It's not my fault.
But
Someone put a guard in my way.
Yeah, long story short, we went stalking after people. We figured out that, the two people that are supposed to be dead are not dead anymore. Well, I mean, technically they're still dead because we have body snatchers or doppelgangers, with them. Balgroth made a pact to keep them safe if they don't do anything bad. As long as they don't do anything bad. And we just received a letter from the jester whom we've been looking for. And now we're back at our back in our rooms trying to figure out what it is.
I believe you read it, and it was to the effect of, "Don't trust me next time you see me. I'm not myself."
Yeah, it's in the Discord a little ways up if you guys need to look at it again.
Yeah, I should read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's
that's
see. Here it is.
So that's inspiration for Yip Yap and Balgroth. And if you read it, and if whoever reads it in a funny voice can get another inspiration point. But you got to be the funniest.
Where can I find this note?
It's a little way.
It's
like
just
right
a little
under
ways
the
up.
duck song. It's right under the duck song.
Yeah.
Whoever's the funniest gets the point.
See, I did the Goofy voice last time. I wonder what I could do this time.
I'll see how good my Jeremiah impression is.
No, I can't hear that.
I can hear it already, and I don't like it.
Do you know where you don't know where I'm going?
See, whenever anyone imitates me, it's just this like high, nasally, condescending voice. So
Because that's your voice.
it is. Apparently, I try to put some bass in it, but no.
Nah, that's not how you get the ladies.
Flown found friends, may the eyes of despondence cross your slighted T's. This game we play, second verse, same as the first. Say, do you not throw? Trust, stitch me through, next way you grow. See petals, me extravagantly. I prose am not caught myself. How many pixels in a megapixel?
How many pixels?
That's
How
what you
many,
were doing.
how many cups of sugar does it take to get to the moon?
No, have you seen
Burger
Smosh's?
birds!
Have you seen that was Smosh's Chosen versus Chosen? I was emulating.
All right,
Let's see. I'm next. Yeah, He-Man. Flown found friends. May the eyes of despondence cross your slighted T's. This game we play, second verse, same as the first. Say, do you not throw, trust, stitch me, through next way you grow, see petals me extravagantly. I prose, am not caught myself.
this is great.
All
Daniel?
right. I guess I'll have to take a trip back to, I don't know, 1960s or 30s or something. Flown found friends, may the eyes of despondence cross your slighted T's. This game we play, second verse, same as the first. Say, do you not throw, trust, stitch me through. Next way you grow, see petals me, extravagantly I prose. Am not caught myself. So ask not what the silly voice can do for you, but ask what you can do for your silly voice.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941.
That's so good. That was actually so good. I think
A
Dale
tale which will live
Dale
in
takes it.
infamy.
gets it. Dale, you get inspiration. Congrats.
Dale takes it.
The chosen has
If
not
nothing
gotten
else, I am the silliest of
the
geese.
boulder.
It's over. It's conflicted feelings.
About fighting a young blind girl.
The yip yap
Something
note.
like you're scared, Boulder.
The
The
boulder
yip-yap
is no longer conflicted, or over his conflicted
Oh, wait. The kobold is conflicted.
The kobold is confused.
If we return to that party from the same place where we're now dealing with doppelgangers
Oh
from,
heavens, that's great.
and if Mary is evil, it's like the kobold is conflicted about hurting Mary.
All right, so you guys are all up in the hotel in your rooms. It's not curfew time yet, but it's getting there. And you have this letter from the jester.
Interesting.
Yip Yap's drinking from that special flask he bought.
All right, roll a d100.
Oh no.
Nice.
Nice.
Stole my joke.
I'm gonna need to get more water. This isn't water.
This is alcohol.
This isn't water. That's a threat.
This
Oh,
is
that's not a letter. That's a threat.
is-
Sorry. Can Balgroth and Isaiah both make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, in your mind's eyes, you see Cerveza Cristo.
And Isaiah.
If I ever get a sponsorship
I'm blacked
for
out for a second.
something,
What did we just
that
hear?
is
Wisdom
I
save.
asked you and Balgroth to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
If I ever get a sponsorship for something, I need to do it in the style of that ad. Yeah.
Hey guys, would you like to have me make more money?
Okay,
Buy my stuff.
Dale. Yep. After you finish your drink, Dale, you watch him finish taking his drink, and you suddenly have this thought of, "That's my best friend," and you're charmed by Yip.
Of course.
I have friends.
How long do I have to think all of his ideas are good?
I think for an hour or so.
Okay.
How does this weird alcohol taste?
That's my best friend.
What kind of alcohol is in this flask, anyways?
It tastes kind of fruity, but
Oh.
it has a nice burn. It tastes like a pretty high-end alcohol. Like it's not like a crappy beer or anything.
So it's like a spiked Malibu.
Mm.
Like a daiquiri.
I was gonna say slightly fruity. Why do we care about its sexual preference?
I have never had a daiquiri, much less like a daiquiri. I
Daiquiris are so good. They don't have much alcohol in them, but they taste so good.
It's great.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are looking over this letter. Isaiah is charmed by Yip for
Yo.
an hour. What are you guys gonna do?
I am gonna sort of, scramble around the floor, sort of using the same method that I did last time. Sort of like
I just pictured you just on your side, like using your legs to spin yourself around.
You carefully rip apart the letter and put the pieces in the order you think.
second verse, same as the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I immediately stand up like I did it.
We did
And
it!
then
Hooray!
I sort of pick Yip up by the scruff of his neck and bend sort of Isaiah down to look at it, and I point out the sentence. I think I've got it.
I can't read. What is it?
Now let me go.
What is this?
Look what it says. Do not trust me. Next you see me, I am not myself.
Yes.
Oh.
I think the move is to pretend we trust him and then interrogate him. Or follow him, whichever is easier.
Is he admitting to being a doppelganger? Is that the word?
Well, so I don't think it's necessarily him being a doppelganger, but the next person that we might see that appears to be him is probably going to be one.
Precisely.
Oh.
So he's probably in hiding.
Or worse.
Hopefully not. I mean, when we got replaced, we didn't die, did we?
Well, no, we were kidnapped, though. So he
Yeah,
could
that's
be
true.
in prison.
The only person who killed me was you.
By proxy.
No, by literal actual spell.
Well, it was, you were there.
Hey, just think, if you were just a little farther back, it would have been Yip with that skull right now.
Yes. Think of the increase in
So it's because I have big feet, huh?
feet.
I don't know
I
what
take big
SCP-1000 has to do with this.
I take big steps. So what do we think we should do? I mean, of course we'll probably rest for the night, but what happens tomorrow? What's the plan?
Well, our plan was to confront the prince.
But we didn't get anything out of him.
Yes. Well, perhaps we were going to investigate The escaped prisoner, and we never got around to that.
Yep. But even then, to know information about the escaped prisoner, we would need to cross over to the prison. And we couldn't even do that because of curfew.
True. Perhaps we try that tomorrow and see if the jester finds us.
I guess so. Or maybe we accidentally find him. Maybe.
Guys, invisible.
It's not nighttime yet.
Oh, I thought this was nighttime. Oh, okay.
No, I said it was getting close to curfew.
But wait, I thought the whole thing at the castle we did after curfew.
No,
That was because Isaiah cast invisibility on you.
Yeah.
Not because of the mask.
Curfew was about to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since the alarm went off, we grabbed you and barely escaped. And then a guard came and said, it's almost curfew. You guys should get inside. And we're like, yeah, okay.
Well, in like 10 minutes.
I know that might be a good idea, Yippee. But now, because you triggered the alarm earlier, the guards are going to be around with more ferocity.
More what? Velocity?
They're going to specifically be looking for you.
How do you look for an invisible guy?
They found you when you were invisible earlier, did they not?
That you had to bring that up, Balgroth. Ever the petty one.
That was circumstance. That's a big word for you, yep.
It's a big word for Elmo.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Is what it is.
La 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 yip yap's word. He stabbed you gold.
But here, you got caught earlier, and so they're going to be on the lookout for you. You got caught when they weren't looking for you. Now the danger is going to be increased now that they are.
You see, that wasn't the prison.
That's going to be even worse, though, because the prisoners are going to specifically be looking for people who are out of place. That puts you in even more danger.
I don't know. I think the hard part will probably be getting to the docks and getting a boat.
Yeah, that would make it even worse because the guards are patrolling.
But Yip Yap could fly there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if Yip Yap flies there, who's going to fly the ship? I mean, who's going to drive the ship?
We could fly the ship. Now there's an idea.
Give me some pixie dust.
I could cast levitate on the ship, and then we could pull it. Well,
Isaiah,
I'm not sure how useful that would be, Balgroth, but that's an interesting thought experiment of yours. But I think it may be easier to simply have him fly there and investigate and come back to us. But good thinking.
He puts his head down and just not willing to fight today. So even if he does, what if he gets distracted? Because you know how he is with shiny things.
Hey,
I'm sure he can take care of himself. I'll send my crow with him.
And what's the crow gonna do?
Keep watch. Would you like to go with him? You could fly there.
Fossil, we're both
with all of this armor.
Yip Yap's just staring at Fossil like, we'll both be able to fly together.
I feel like I'm about to make a bad decision, aren't I?
Well, we don't have to do this tonight. We certainly could, though.
I would say it would be better, safer, if we did it earlier. Because we could go smack dab in the morning. Nobody would worry. It'd be immediately after curfew.
And we would fly to or sail to a prison in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
All right. If you find that wise, Balgroth.
Hey, what other option do we have? Any other option is more dangerous.
Perhaps.
And besides, we're not willing to break anyone out, are we? We're planning on putting people back in.
Depends on who we see in there.
Who do you expect to find?
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe your mom will be in jail. You killed me. You owe me at least that.
Good evening, Walker. Yep, yeah. Have a lovely evening.
He just walks out the room.
It's actually my room, so I literally just like hop into bed.
Yeah, I know. I just walk out the room just laughing my head off.
Close the door on your way out.
Mage handed shut, slam.
Yip returns to his quarters.
Okay.
And Balgroth returns to his.
All right. So you all do your normal sleep ritual things. Can you all roll just a wisdom check, not a saving throw?
Wisdom check.
Why is
Check
my
or
wisdom
save?
so low? What happened?
Boy, don't you have auras?
I know. I mean, like,
Obvious that
I literally have a +3 in my wisdom saves, but apparently my wisdom's not that good today, especially when I'm asleep. I don't usually do that anymore.
So
Easy yip, easy yap.
So Balgroth,
Mm-hmm.
you don't technically go to sleep. Your body is resting, but you feel awake in your mind as you're standing in this sort of cavern. You can't really see what's around you, but you can hear like a soft wind and the ambient dripping of water. And in front of you are two kind of fading in and out specks of green light, just a few feet in front of you.
I reach out to investigate.
As you reach out to get closer to them, they separate and move around your arm before going behind you. And before you can turn around, you hear, "Dude, what's going on right now? I was just like having a nap."
Oh, right. You're still here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out myself.
As you turn to face who you probably think it is, you don't see a skeleton as you would think. You see the skull. There's no neck, and connected to this body of... It's a humanoid body, but all the different parts, all the extremities, the arms, the legs, hands, different parts of the body are shifting in and out between color or texture or species.
What? Cortez, is that you?
This is Gary Cortez. But yeah, where are we, dude?
I don't know. I think my mind. I'm not sure.
Is your mind a cave, dude? There's like nothing in here.
Yeah, Isaiah would probably
Shocking.
make a comment about that, but I honestly don't know. But look at you. What in the world is happening to you?
I don't know, man. This feels so weird.
You're
And like,
telling me it looks so weird.
like,
Speechless, I get it.
I feel like I'm alive again.
What?
Yeah. Like, I don't remember. Gary. Is that my name?
Well, it's what we named you.
What's your name again?
Balgroth.
I like that name more, I think. And he takes a step closer to you as his eyes, the green pinprint in his eyes, get a bit bigger. Could I have your name?
No, I'm rather attached to my name, and he takes a step back.
Selfish.
But I don't have one. Not my own. You have your own.
Do you know
Yes,
Dafe?
yes, you do. It's Gary. It's Gary Cortez, and he slowly takes another step back and begins to subtly reach for his blade.
It's not there.
Do you know Dafe?
He takes kind of another step forward, his body being more shambling as bits and pieces of skin start to fall off and flake away.
This is not my fault. I'm just putting it out there.
Offer him some ointment.
Was there a Gary Cortez before me?
I don't necessarily think so. I mean, the possibilities are endless, but I don't think so.
If there's no one connected to the name, then it means nothing. I don't want to mean nothing, Balgroth.
Well, I wouldn't blame you, but the meaning that we give to names are to people. The meaning that we give to names are the meanings that we live through them.
Give me a name with meaning, or I'll take yours.
A name with meaning.
He kind of stands up straighter and tilts his head. You have a name that was meant for somebody. I want that one.
Oh, that's screwed up.
What?
That's screwed up.
You want what?
I can see your memories. That name would go to waste now. It's only fair I have it so that I can have meaning like you.
You want the name of my child?
Yes. Unless you have another name you would give me. Another name with meaning.
He places his he places a finger on his temple, thinking. A name with purpose. And he begins to think about the warriors of old back in his kingdom. You know, brilliant hunters, skilled warriors, men of wisdom. Do you remember who you used to be? Or anything that you liked to do?
No.
Well, there is a multitude of people that we could look at. People like Frozen Fall, some of the warriors who fought in the frozen ice caps, or somebody like Sunax or Waterstain, those who were the great servants of the Tylurian. Any of those names suit your fancy? Or maybe something like Marcos or Lucas. These were some of the names of the early servants of the Tylurian, and they have great meaning.
Did you know them?
I studied them. They were before my time. But I looked up to them, to their example. If anything, they mean a lot to me.
I want memories and meaning.
Balgrathen grits his teeth. He knows exactly what he wants. Malgoth, he whispers under his breath.
Okay. And is that the song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you say that name, you watch as Gary's face, the skull, starts to shift in hue, and all the different parts of his body stop flickering between species and type as it settles on a kind of greenish hued skin, and flesh moves over the skull to form a face that you don't know by sight, but by instinct. Is that would be your son as a young man. And then the sort of shadows of the cave move over the two of you as you continue to sleep in a dreamless state for the rest of the night. And Yip Yap and Isaiah, you two don't have any dreams that night.
Farmers, don't let your babies grow up to talk to Faye.
Isaiah, when you wake up, it feels really cold in your room, which is odd. It hasn't felt cold
Ooh.
because it is quite near the middle of spring. Or actually, it's past the middle of spring. And you look around to see if there's a source, and the dragon egg has become covered in a thin shell of ice.
Oh, baby's first breath weapon use.
Is it still like a whole egg?
It is still an egg. It doesn't seem to be shaking or moving. It just now has a sheet of ice over the shell. And its surrounding temperature for about 10 feet in radius, it is colder. So just at the edges of Yip Yap and Balgroth's room, would they also be able to feel the cold?
They grow up so fast. One day they're in the shell, the next they're eating Yip Yap.
Ooh. You don't have to convince me. I already have the egg.
Oh yeah, the charm is off now.
Yeah, I'm right. Oh, it's off. No, I'd like to cast Ray of Frost on the egg.
As you do that, the egg kind of shakes under the force of the spell, but no cracks form. The ice just kind of grows thicker and obscures more of the whitish gray pattern of the egg.
Excellent.
It's gonna be hard to pick up.
Excellent. I'm gonna make sure to have those meats I bought ready.
Yeah.
What is he just staring at the egg now?
Yeah.
No, he's doing other stuff, but like he's keeping them at the top of the bag so we can just like quickly prepare the meal.
All right. So yeah, Balgroth, you awake from that disturbing dream. Nothing about you feels any different, and you look up across the room to see a mirror over the vanity, and the skull is still the same. You don't hear Gary's voice in your head at the moment.
I slightly call out to him. I hesitantly call out to him.
After a minute or two, what's up? What?
Just wanted to see if you were there.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up? Did you sleep good, man? I slept good.
Good is a relative term,
I guess.
but my body slept, so that's more than enough for what needs to be done. And he gets up. Anyway, I'm going to go check on the guys.
Cool beans.
Yeah, and he begins to walk out his room.
You, as the second you step out into the hall, you feel that intense chill that's emanating from Isaiah's room. It's not terribly cold. I would say it's probably about 10 degrees colder than it typically is in the hotel.
Oh goodness, Tylorian, what now? And he sort of begins to walk to Isaiah's door.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Shivering because Yep does not like the cold.
Oh, okay. Curled up under the covers with Faso and the stuffed animals.
Yep.
Do you knock on Isaiah's door or just see if it's open?
I try to see if it's open.
And that's up to Isaiah.
You can come in, yeah.
I open the door.
Oh, hello, Balgroth.
Hi,
Good morning.
what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
The temperature, why is it so cold?
Oh, yes. Well, you see, do you remember that dragon's egg I acquired?
You know, that's pretty much the only thing you needed to say.
The 2-foot tall egg I've been carrying around for several weeks. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Yeah,
That one right there.
all the time.
yeah, I'm kind of familiar with it. What's happening?
Well, you see, it's a white dragon's egg. Don't make any jokes. But because of that, it is both prone to and creating of cold.
Okay.
Hey, we catch.
That's why it's cold.
So what are we gonna do about it? When's it gonna hatch?
I don't know. I don't recall the book I read giving a clear timeline on it, but this is new, and new means good. It means closer to hatching, as does every second, but this is more concrete.
So what? Do we just want to play egg sitter for today?
No, I'm sure to be. I'm going to bring it with me.
You're going to bring an egg with you on our adventure,
Why not?
Egg.
Well, he's been carrying it around for the adventure.
which is about to hatch and is radiating cold. To jail.
When you put it that way, I suppose.
What do you
Are you
want to
saying that
do?
'cause of the white
What do you
dragon?
want to do? It's going to be born now. It's going to hatch in jail, and we're going to have a Megamind dragon on our hands.
No.
No.
Please, there is only room for one Megamind in this group. In any case, I suppose we could leave it here, but what if it hatches while we're away?
Sounds like a personal problem.
other persons will have a problem with it
They will have a problem with you.
if they get eaten.
Fossil probes into the room, but he's like, it's so cold that there's like icicles off of
It is
the
not that cold.
I want to say for fun effect,
Okay.
it's like off of
Cold-blooded.
the
It's
off of
cold-blooded.
the off of the parts of his scales that mimic a beard. There's just ice hanging off of.
Nice.
Oh, hello,
Balgras
Yip Yap.
takes a piece of cloth from his armor and just wraps it around Fossil.
Well,
Also lets out a
perhaps
sort
we
of
could take a
demonic
detour to find a library to see if we can learn anything more about eggs hatching. And then we would know if we could leave it safely or not.
I guess.
Excellent. I'm going to put like a sheet or something over it and then take it with me.
Okay, so you lift up the 2-foot tall egg, and it is cold. Even through the blanket, like touching it feels like holding an ice cube.
Balgroth, could you hold this for me for a moment?
He takes a step back.
Oh, did you? Balgroth, it's not going to hurt you.
Remember the last time I did a favor for you?
Oh my goodness. Fine. Then in that case, we'll whip out the old handy dandy spell book.
Mm.
Handy dandy magic hands.
All right. I'm going to do. Oh, let's see. Ooh. All right. Where did it go? I want to see how long this lasts. 1 hour versus 10 minutes. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to pop up Tensor's floating disk.
Okay.
Nice.
Shows. Oh, come on.
Yip Yap comes to pick up Fossil with the entire blanket from the bed draped over him, masking over where his hood normally sits on his snout.
Okay, so yeah, the egg floats up to about like waist height.
Lovely.
Does it have that little flotation sound like from the Jetsons?
Ooh.
If it doesn't happen, I'm leaving. Because it's so good.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
What? New Yip Yap goals just dropped.
Okay, let's take a break here.
It's the it's the Ocarina of Time. Yeah. Oh, no, bro. That actually reminds me of something. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, is that a gun?
You Zelda? Yeah!
Wait a minute. I gotta find this now. Oh my goodness. Here it is. What if? Here it is. I found it. Let's see. Now I have to put it in chat because everyone must see this beauty again. I didn't know you had a gun. Hit the Triforce. Guns are dangerous. Oh man, that's great. That's great. I love it. Oh, you gotta see it. You gotta
Guys,
see
is
it.
this food?
Oh man, we should put these in the comments if people actually watch these because it is that's bloody hilarious.
So anyway, I started casting.
So so anyway, I started casting. Spell gun. Master has given Dobby a Glock. Dobby is a free elf. And now I see an Orthodox priest firing a rifle at water bottles.
Dobby, what's that cassette you're putting in the player? Dobby, this is a mixtape of IRA songs.
Master has given Dobby a mega hat.
Oh no.
Dobby is now a Republican elf.
Oh no, no, no.
That's terrible. No. This is now the hugest thing that has happened to Dobby. Dobby is now the freest elf, believe me. No, believe Dobby.
Dobby, why is there a why'd you paint your wall yellow and crudely write "No step on snack"?
No, bro. Dobby is an American.
But Dobby, this is like an Asian like hat. Is this a is this a is, is this a VC? Whatever the other people were, not the VC.
What is it, the Viet Cong?
No, that is the VC. The side we were on in that conflict.
Oh,
I don't know what they
yeah.
were called actually, which is weird because I played a game that had both sides.
Then the South Vietnamese, that side?
What do they call their? Didn't they have? Everyone
Oh, like
gives
Viet Minh or
himself
something? I think I know what you're talking about, yeah.
everyone gives himself a funny name when they're in a war.
I mean, it's like a Vietnamese word. One of them, they're foreign countries.
Furries?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I don't think they called themselves that.
Also, you guys watch VK, do you?
No, I want that Vietnam. Give me Vietnam 2, the VC versus the furry community. Can also be known as the Indochina Wars.
Yes, the first and second.
Republic of Vietnam.
This man's hitting the gritty in my presence. Prowler. Creases Jays.
Okay, they did go by okay.
You know what's kind of funny? I'll be able to summon a draconic spirit before anyone else in the party can.
Wow.
Yip
What's
Yap
that?
has nothing but draconic spirit.
You have like draconish spirit.
Kobolds are literally just drakes that are like small and dumb and bipedal.
I'm glad you admit it.
Yeah.
Kind of the whole bit.
It's not like it's in part of the whole meme.
Did you know that a share has like is a prophet and he's insane?
Allegedly a
I am the prophet. Dude, the Underworld saga is coming out in like 2 weeks, and I'm so excited. And everyone gets quiet because I'm the only one who really likes Epic the musical.
How do you write what you really have
never played it.
I like Epic.
Epic is so good.
I don't know. I'm not really
Games.
keeping up with it.
I'm gonna get water.
Okay. I did follow that guy who was revealed to be Hermes in the musical. I follow him. He makes really good music.
Oh yeah,
Miles
he's great. Jorge makes people famous. Oh, Jorge Georgie, Monsieur Jalapeno.
What?
That's what they call him.
Okay.
Because he's Spanish. His name is Jorge. It's like Jorge Jalapeno on a stick.
I think I missed a chapter.
That's a Jeff Dunham reference.
Oh, I don't watch Jeff Dunham. I never liked him.
Okay.
I never got into his stuff. I was introduced to him way too young, and I didn't get it, and now I just don't like his content.
Oof.
Yeah.
Understandable though.
I think the first time I ever saw a clip of one of his shows, I was like 6, and it was with the skeleton one, and I just did not get it.
Ah, Ahmed the terrorist.
Yeah.
Saints, I
I'm sure if I watched some of his stuff now, I'd probably find it funny, but I just
You're telling me as an
Oh, you
adolescent
probably-
you didn't
oh,
find
you probably
Ahmed
love
the
it.
Dead Terrorist funny?
he has other characters, I think.
I like Walter and stuff, but like you're telling me, like, were you like that's offensive when you saw Ahmed the Dead Terrorist?
No, I think the thought process that went through my head was I don't like puppets because I had a fear of ventriloquism puppets
Oh,
because
okay. Well, that's
because of Goosebumps. And I also I didn't know what a terrorist was. I didn't understand the voice, and so it just went over my head completely.
you
Just
just
because I
weren't
was too young.
racist enough to appreciate the humor.
You see, you have to have a certain IQ
I
in
leave
order to
the
understand
room.
Rick and Morty.
I
Oh,
leave the
God.
room for 60 seconds.
No, it's
And
longer.
we're already talking about Rick and Morty.
Oh no.
We were talking about Jeff Dunham.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's get back.
Like Dane Cook were really popular for.
I love Dane Cook, and I'm so upset about what he's doing.
What's he doing?
Brutal.
He's just being an
Kids
asshole.
or like? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I don't think he did anything illegal, but he's just been like really cocky and like gross recently.
He hasn't done necessarily anything illegal, which is honestly
lot.
a world record for people of his popularity.
Hey.
Why is the turtle here?
Yo, is that Pennywise's sibling?
I think he's
Canon.
turtly enough for the Turtle Club.
The universe turtle, I think, is what it is. I don't know. Stephen King is weird.
Yeah, you know how they got out of the maze in the book?
Shut up. It wasn't a maze,
Uh,
first of all, it was a
Red
sewer. Secondly,
flag.
I don't like talking about that.
Get
Don't.
red flags here.
Stephen King should have been the first one to be arrested.
He has the weirdest stuff. I remember he helped make a movie called Monkey Bone, and he had a cameo in it. Well, it technically wasn't him; it was an actor playing him. Wait, whatever. And he basically there was a joke that so the main character who's played by that funny guy Brendan Fraser, that's his name. It's played by Brendan Fraser. He gets possessed by a cartoon he created called Monkey Bone. He gets sent to cartoon hell, like imaginary friends hell, and he meets Stephen King, and he's like, "Yeah, Kuvo's been controlling my body for years now, or something, or Cujo."
Jotaro?
Cujo is the cannibalistic dog, or whatever.
Nutty.
Oh, I know. I was making a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference.
Nutty.
Anyway,
This is what happens when you're an otaku.
Let's go back to the game.
Is that a JoJo reference?
So, what are you guys doing? Are you gonna leave? Where are you going?
We're going to the library.
Lab Barbie.
Knowledge.
Are you
Following.
carrying the egg?
Yes.
The
In a
blanket
makeshift like
is-
backpack
All right,
thing, yes.
Cool.
blanket is still on Yip Yap as he follows them.
Oh no! It's on my disc with it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's on the disc. So as you guys make your way out of the hotel, there's some people milling around. It is, like I said, getting close to curfew, so there's not a lot of people out right now. And you see a kind of familiar guy standing close to the outside of the building. And he's wearing kind of obvious royal clothing, a dark blue vest with gold embellishments paired with some simple pants with the royal crest on the back of his vest. And he has like a sundial in his hand. And he looks up and sees you three, and he kind of like gives a nervous smile and walks towards you all. Blessed evening, friends. The great Prince Jacoby requests your immediate presence.
Any particular reason for such an occasion? I mean, we're going anyway, but just to give us a heads up of what's going on.
He believes to have found a lead on the infiltrator.
Well then, it seems we must be on our way then.
Very well.
Thank you for the information.
Of course. Follow me. And he starts to lead you towards the castle. And as you walk behind him, Isaiah, you kind of start to remember where you've seen this guy's face before. And it comes to you, this is the guy in that photograph you looked at in the abandoned office.
Oh. Let's see.
Out of character, wasn't that guy dead?
You don't know.
Just trying to make sure.
He misses Fela and the kids. Or no, that might be different. No, this is the guy with the tan skin, blonde hair, brown eyes, and nice clothes from the picture. With like the wife and kids?
Yes.
Okay.
I miss my wife Tails.
Ugh. All that sulfury smell. Ugh.
I miss her a lot. I'll be back.
Well, I guess I'm a little bit on guard with this fella.
I look at him like, you okay, Isaiah?
Yes, just... Well, I wanted to go to the library, but I suppose we'll see Jacoby first.
All right, good. So yeah, we'll just make our way to the castle following his lead.
All right.
Do I feel anything weird off him? Any vibes?
So you have a divine sense, right?
Correct.
Could you put in the chat so I can like read it and properly think about this?
Yeah, definitely. Give me a sec.
There's pockets
Gives
pickable.
every answer we could possibly want, plus cookies.
How pickable are them?
I want
pockets?
cookies. I like cookies.
Well, if you'd taken the chef feat, Jeremiah, you could make yourself special treats.
Taking the chef's what?
There's a feat called chef. Well, unless you're into something different. But
Yes.
Culinary?
That's divine smite.
Oh,
I
my
guessed.
bad.
Right?
Lord. I saw divine and S, immediate click. War!
Just keep doing this, they'll comment eventually.
I crave violence.
Mother, I crave violence. I don't have anything for divine smite, though. I need to get me a GIF for that.
So as you walk behind this guy and you kind of clock in to vibe check him, you notice that he has the same strange aura that some other people have had, including Lavinia.
Are we passing by an alley?
No,
nearby?
you're walking down the street, down Main Street towards the castle.
You can tell, Balgraf.
Yep. Do I see anywhere rather secluded anywhere nearby?
Oh,
There is. You could cross the street towards where some alleys are, but you're walking out into sort of the city square, the town square, where the trees are and stuff. And there's some people around there that seem to be working on something.
As we're walking, I sort of whisper to Yip Yap, hey, Yip Yap.
What?
I point to the alleyway. There might be something in the alleyway that might seem a bit interesting. Do you want to go explore over there really quick?
Huh.
And so I guess he goes off to explore.
Off he goes.
Does the guy see him?
He is kind of has his eyes on what the guys in the park are doing right now, but he hears the clack of Yip Yap's feet. Jesus. And he looks over and says, "Oh, excuse me.
What?
Do you not want to see the prince?"
I don't know. I
Sure.
think he sees something.
Short.
That's not a shortcut.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
What if it was?
It's just
You-
another block down this way. I would prefer if you followed me down the main road.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
You know, we're not going to stop. He's not going to obey us. He's just going to go his own way. It probably would be best if we follow him. Then he just lifts up his arms.
If you are.
I would prefer to continue down the main road. If he would like to go that way and meet us at the castle, that is fine. But if he is seen without me or another guard leading him somewhere after the bells ring, he will be forced to be in jail overnight.
I know. This is why I think it probably would be best if we just followed him. He's that stubborn.
But the prince needs to see you.
I know. This is probably the only way we're going to get there, especially on time. We'll probably waste more time if we argue.
He looks between you two and Yip Yap and kind of looks down at the ground for a second. A very obvious, confused expression on his face as he seems to be trying to think through something.
As he's looking away, Yip Yap is going to pull out a little copper wire and cast Whisper to Balgraf. What on earth? What? What's going on? What are we doing? What? You can respond to this message.
Just go with it. I'm trying to get him secluded.
I attempt charm person.
On the guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Have we slept since last session?
Yes. It's
Okay.
more. Wait. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot what time it was. It's morning right now.
Correct.
I kept talking about curfew. I'm sorry.
I don't know why I was a little confused.
It is morning. That's all.
I just simply rolled with it. You know, I'm a good
This is
actor.
more. This is. You can either keep it perfectly canon, and this is even more obviously sus.
No, it's fine. I messed up. That's on me. It's morning. There's no curfew timeline.
He just doesn't want to go over there.
Oh, you have to roll wild magic.
Oh yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That's way.
That- Okay. So, I'm sure that
Yeah, G
fails.
definitely beats 62.
I'm sure that fails, and I'll pull up the table as you explain what
Oh,
your
yeah,
ship is doing.
What's funny is you're only 9 away from having actually beat his AC.
9 is a lot of numbers.
Um, hey,
That's
anyways,
45% away.
Yip Yap just kind of whistles at the guy, and as he looks up, Yip Yap pulls the hood back just enough to where out of the darkness he just sees these Disney cartoon spiral eyes, like with Caw. Um,
Okay.
Trust me.
As you do that, as you do your spiral eyes, you feel a tug in your like throat, like against your vocal cords, and you like make a cough as it kind of messes with your throat, and it's a very loud cough as you realize that for the next minute you have to shout when you speak.
You're waiting for me. I am your friend.
That's actually so loud.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
So you've charmed him. Are you saying that?
It's verbal component.
The guy, his eyes start to match the spirals as he kind of just stands there silently.
Come here, friend.
Yip yap.
Yada,
No.
yada, zee.
Yip yap. Stop.
You know what?
I told him to come toward me.
Oh, girls, we should
What's
probably
he doing?
be fine.
Why is it every time I have a good plan, it's always ruined?
I don't ruin them. You had no plan when you stepped in those doors. Don't lie to me.
I planned on living.
Oh, you wishes and plans are not the same thing. Well, you're alive, aren't you? Kind of.
Just the two beady eyes stare deep into his soul. So I don't think he's gonna. Well, I mean, sure, he's probably gonna be coming in, but there's a lot of people around, aren't they?
There's a good bit of people around, yeah.
Whatever. And he just slightly, nudges him back on his path to the castle. Come back here, Yip Yap. Don't say a word.
But Margaret!
Mm. Shut up.
Bing bong, shut your mouth, Yip Yap.
He's not gonna be happy in like a minute. An hour.
And neither am I right now.
Well,
As we just sort of slightly nudge him back to the castle.
He kind of like blinks in a dazed way, but walks down towards the castle. Can you 3 make perception rolls, please?
Oh boy.
Yep, all of this.
Oh, look at Isaiah with his special eyes.
What do your human eyes see?
I
special
say,
eyes.
this daylight looks like daylight.
All 3 of you notice that where the men are working on this early morning day, they are putting up these posts that are tall cross-like structures arranged in groups of 3 on either side of the park. And as they get set up, some flogants and other birds that were sitting in the trees around them fly to sit on the outstretched arms of these crosses.
Wait a second. I don't think I heard that correctly. Repeat that.
The whole thing?
So there's
The
these
latter part.
workers are putting up cross-like structures arranged in groups of 3 on either side of the park, and the flogants are gathering around them.
And other birds.
At the cross.
Like when we say other birds, we mean like vultures and crows,
Like
or like
pigeons.
bluebirds and robins.
Like pigeons and like seagulls.
Oh gosh.
Are
I
you?
sort of
Are
walk
you?
up to these workers. What you doing?
The worker that you address is an orcish man, and he kind of like leans against a like smaller post. These are for an upcoming ceremony that the prince wants to have.
Does this ceremony happen often?
Well, it's sort of like a he referred to it as like coronation type celebration.
Are you?
A
Are you?
coronation celebration.
Well,
You mean-
he is the next in line, and as far as I know, the king is not looking hot. So it'll happen sooner rather than later when you think about it.
Are you?
But shouldn't you probably wait until the king is dead first in order to plan your own coronation? Doesn't necessarily look good to the kingdom, does it?
Well, honestly, if he waits longer to do this, it might be more out of taste because Solista is coming up, and you can't throw any other celebrations around that time. Especially not with all these reptile folk coming into the city. It would be offensive to them.
I see. Well, we'll keep an eye out.
What
Just
is he?
Wait, what would be offensive to the lizards?
celebrating on Solstia.
Solista. Yeah.
Solsta.
So they're not celebrating on Solsta, or they are?
He said that it would be better to celebrate this further before Solista, because according to him, that's a holiday apparently where you can't have any other celebrations near it.
Balgroth, why was he talking about the king like that?
The king.
Why is he concerned about how hot the king looked?
It's not describing him being warm. It's about him being alive. Yep, yeah.
Is someone gonna kill him?
No, he's probably going to die of old age, weakness, etc.
The worker kind of speaks up. Oh, he'll be visited by someone.
Oh, so he is being murdered. Okay.
You never heard of, you know, Data.
What? But what?
No.
That's the soul stealer, little guy.
Oh, then,
he comes to all of us when we die.
Wait, so is he being murdered or not?
You can think about it as like a cosmic kind of murder.
You know, the only thing you're going to do is confuse him.
Yeah, he's saying everyone dies someday, even the king.
It's kind of shocking that he doesn't know Data. I felt like most lizard folks know that.
If you're not, strong enough, I guess people can kill you pretty easily. But I mean, of being too old.
Yeah. When you get old, your body gets weak.
Shuts down, kid.
No. I mean, the older you are, the stronger you get. That's how it worked with Kiriga. He was ancient. Strong.
Well, of course, not everyone is like Kiriga, friend. Not everyone's a god.
We had some elders in the tribe. They led the battles. They taught the youngsters. They died in battle.
Well, yep. You either grow stronger and die in battle, or don't die in battle and eventually grow weaker.
Sometimes they got sick, or goblins are filthy creatures. You can get sick from them easily.
Right. So that's kind of how things happen. And so right now this is happening to the king. And we need to make sure that once this king goes, this kingdom is in good hands. Okay. Now, I think we should be off to see the prince. I think we've, fortunately, held off for too long.
And Bolgroth, if they want to try something, we'll handle it.
Sure, exactly.
You regulate, all right? You'll get to be unfettered.
I like your idea.
As you all start to walk away and continue following the guy you don't really even know, and the orc you talk to calls after you. Hope to see you at the coronation.
Yip.
You and
See
me,
you there.
you and me
Yep.
both.
Yip just takes Fossil cups him by the face and just goes, "How old are you?"
You guys get to the castle, and you're led through the doors past the guards and across an empty throne hall to an offshoot hall that's kind of devoid of much foot traffic.
Until now.
And you come to this sturdy looking door that seems like it's meant to be reinforced in some way. And the man who you followed pulls a metal key from his vest, unlocks the door, and leads you inside down a staircase.
Aha, so not the throne room.
Well, I didn't say he wanted to meet you in the throne room. He wanted this to be a secretive sort of meeting, so he asked me to guide you to the underground halls.
I don't know. Got us to the underground.
I see.
Down here, the stone walls are damp from the creeping ocean that is above you, and you see small creatures lurking in the crevices of the rock. You see crabs, urchins, starfish, and some scattered things of which you don't know the names of. The man... Oh, wait, hold on. I can do this.
Olgroth, did you die of old age?
Well, he did get as old as he was going to get.
He's down here. And he leads you to a door over here and unlocks it before stepping aside and gesturing you three to go through.
Yeah. I guess we go through.
Are your tokens on the map too?
I put mine down.
Let me see. Let me get mine down. Yeah.
I can't see the map for some reason. Mine is the wrong part.
Boop. There we
Scroll
go.
down and it's zoom out.
As you get that suited there, I'll just say, as you three walk inside.
My map is not loading for some reason.
All right, I'll just assume you're there.
Try reloading the webpage.
Yeah, you can do that. Once you're inside, you hear the door shut and the click of a lock setting in place. And from outside the door, and from on the other side of the door, you hear a sort of grumbling voice, just like that stupid clownfish.
What?
Okay.
I immediately go to the door and I push and press and shove against the door.
Well, I say cast knock. The door swings open with a loud crash. Balgroth, you fall forward a little bit. And the man quickly turns around, startled by the loud noise, and takes a step back a little bit with his hands up.
I immediately cast. I immediately cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh no.
Did it take us more than an hour to travel here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And so, let's see.
Now listen here, you two-faced faker. What did you think was going to happen with this genius plan of yours?
Of locking us in here.
Friends, allow me to find the words to apologize. And he just kind of like looks around, unable to figure out what to say.
Allow me to apologize.
Two options. You can tell us exactly what's going on here with you and your little doppelganger friends, and the prince, and Zato, and anyone else, or Para, whoever else is involved. Or we can break every bone in your body, starting with the wrists and toes.
Roll intimidation.
These
like
hurt
the
the
way-
most. The pelvis, unbearable.
I like the way the wrists and toes crack.
Isaiah, roll an intimidation. Also, could you probably like click on the map where Isaiah is?
I can't. The map's not loaded for me for some
Okay,
reason.
so your
yeah,
internet
roll
is currently
intimidation.
having.
And you can just
a
put me wherever
down-
makes sense. My computer very much has needed to be replaced for several years, and I'm getting a new one, but yeah, it doesn't like do RAM.
Have you tried putting more in there?
Yes, it doesn't like it just doesn't function well with any amount of memory.
All right. You have advantage.
Oh no, I'm using my inspiration.
No, you have advantage though. You have advantage. Use your advantage first, and then if it doesn't work,
Oh, okay, I didn't know
use
how to
your.
do it.
I'd like to participate, but Yip Yap is having an existential crisis.
Why?
Just learned about a horrifying new concept called death of old age.
So, Isaiah, yeah. I'm just gonna say that you're kind of standing in front or next to Balgrove.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of quickly looks around and then like reaches behind him and grabs a spear that was against the wall covered in cobwebs.
I immediately cast command.
Oh, a spear! Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, I immediately cast command. He has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, a spear groovy, baby.
I am a Horus. I do not care about your pointy sticks to future, man.
Uh-huh.
I am Horus.
And so the only thing I do is I growl, kneel.
With that, let's roll initiative. If I can remember. There it is.
Can I choose to crit fail?
Yeah.
I cannot click on my token because I can't see the map now. Let's see if I can.
Did you try reloading the web page? Okay.
There we go.
So he falls to his knees and just kind of like very startled looks around.
I tell him, you're not leaving this place until we get information. Or you can simply lose your life and we'll take it from everyone else in this castle.
As you say that, you hear a crashing noise from the stairway where you came from as large rocks fall down.
Oh no, rocks fall,
Stairs.
everybody dies.
Cracks the stairs and effectively seals up the way you came. The man looks from that back to you and just kind of like shrinks down a little bit.
I sort of waltz over to him, well, as far as I can without taking exactly my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I point my sword at him. Is there another way out of here?
I'm not sure.
Are you certain? Because you might lose your life if I don't like what I hear.
I have never walked all the way through here. I only knew of the stair well.
You knew it well, you say.
And so I ask him again, why did you lead us down here?
I was told to, and
By whom?
then the turn order is going to move from with that question. It's going to move to Isaiah, and he kind of looks around. The prince.
You are very quickly outliving your usefulness.
He did say that the prince told him.
Well, we could certainly explore down here, but that leaves the loose end of this little snake.
You knew this was going to be a trap, didn't you?
Balgroth, did you not know it was going to be a trap?
Isaiah, I found your token.
Oh, good. I
just wanted him to know that we know. This is all part of the. It's all part of the point.
It was in the fog.
Oh, yes, Balgroth. I don't think anyone was foolish enough to think that a random summons to an underground meeting place was anything other than a trap.
Oh, I know that. I just want him to be as intimidated as possible before we kill him.
Then it's going to go to Yip Yap's turn. Awesome.
Yip Yap is going to start to chug most of his alcohol, starting with the wild magic flask.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna take like a full of one of his plain flasks and then a bit of the magic one, so he's not wasting the magic.
Roll a d100.
Fossil is just Yip Yap's backed up into that corner, and Fossil's just sitting, looking at him concerned.
This is actually so funny. You become slightly intoxicated and have difficulty concentrating. You have disadvantage on maintaining concentration on spells for the next hour.
Hylick's music just starts playing in Yip Yap's mind as he disassociates from reality.
And then it's gonna go back to the man as the command spell is now faded off. And he is going to... You see his, like, as he takes a step backwards, his body starts to, like, shake and convulse as the tint of his skin leaves and the fabric of his clothes sink into this androgynous form. And he takes another step back before his body contorts and shrinks into a spider and scurries away towards a hole in the wall.
Can we attack or anything, or can we do anything to
Well, he's
intercept?
moving away from you, so you do have a
Opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Of opportunity.
As he shrinks into a spider.
Wait!
Woo!
Yeah.
What's the AC on a spider?
Right, exactly. What is the AC on a spider?
That's still a critical failure. Even
I know. I use my extra attack.
Okay.
So I have an extra attack. There we go.
As it shrinks into a spider. I'll say it's like tarantula size, so you don't really lose sight of it. I know, I'm sorry, Steven. You just bring up your blade and stab it down into the center of the creature.
I love
Like
the QR code on the GIF.
a splatter of blood as the
I was,
body starts to shake again. And
I was gonna say, do I need to roll damage?
yeah, no, you get it. He's a spider, it's tiny.
It would be even funnier if I used the flat part of my blade.
Is he dead now, or is this wild magic rules?
No, his body shakes again as it grows back out into that androgynous form, and all of any pallor he had is gone as this bluish green blood seeps out of the wound in his stomach.
I mean, he can't necessarily attack anymore, can he?
He's dead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Because you killed him.
So that's
Yeah, no one escapes. No one freaking escapes. So the only people who actually escape is me. How do we get out of here? So now we have confirmation that the prince is working with these shapeshifters, and now he wants to get rid of us.
Yes, well, I suppose now we're justified.
I've been saying this the entire time, but no, we had to get trapped.
Are we really trapped? I say as the walls close it. No,
They're closing it.
we're not stuck in here alone. No one's stuck in here with us.
That's literally the definition of being stuck in here alone. Ooh, I like the bones.
I suppose that we'll have to find our way out of here.
I agree.
hey, Yep, how you doing?
Great, now I'm gonna have to be therapist. I walk over to Yip Yap.
Yeah.
Yip Yap, what's going on?
How do you live knowing no matter what, you're going to die?
Like this.
Well,
Did you not know this?
You've never known this before? You think that people just live forever?
Yeah, that's all I've ever known.
You've known people to die, though.
From
We've
like
seen people.
injuries and sickness, not from just being old.
Well, you get old and then you get injured more easily and sick more easily. Then you die.
Yeah.
What's the point?
The point is that every life is precious because death happens. And so because death happens, that means that every single breath that you take is a gift. And you make it worthwhile.
Sounds a bit arbitrary to me there, Balgroff.
Hey, it's every breath is given by the Tylorian.
Yeah, well, but yes, that's what I'm getting at.
That's the point. It's a gift. It's a gift from whom? It's the Tylorian. He's the one who's given you life.
Tylorians never lost a 1v1 with adventurers. That's a big plus.
Kiraga made us.
Isaiah, please.
Kiraga made the kobolds.
Right. So Kiraga gave you a gift. And what do you do with that gift?
Morn Kiraga.
You make it worth it,
Yep,
right?
aggressively pulls out and downs another flask.
Is it the magic one?
No.
Okay.
Yep, you drowning your sorrows away is no way to live life.
I don't tell you how to live your life, man.
Look here, how about I help? And I kneel in front of him. Come on, Yip Yap. Kiriga gave you a gift, didn't he? And he gave you a mission, did he not?
Well, I sort of gave myself a mission.
Yeah, his absence gave you a mission, right?
Yeah.
And so now your life has a purpose, your life has a goal. And if you died before you accomplished that goal, would it be a good thing or not?
There wasn't.
Right,
Then don't die.
exactly.
Well, I thought that was a lot more possible an hour ago.
Well, now it just means you honed your skill more so that you don't, right?
Leave a legacy, Yip Yap.
It's going to make
Win
you
right
strong.
now. Start a family so that they can win later.
But my leg's
Carry-
made of scales, not C's. How can I leave a leg of C?
Well, that's a question only you can answer.
Well, leg of scales.
I'm very partial to my leg. I've already lost a limb. It's not fun.
I agree. But what we're talking about is a family who will honor you. That's what a good life leads. And in order to do that, we need to get out of here, right?
Are we family, Balja?
Sure.
Yep gets up and staggers like crud because he's down many ounces of alcohol.
Yeah, Balgroth picks up Yep Yep and puts him on his shoulder like usual.
No.
Fine. Well, let's get out of here. Now, where do we go to get out of here?
Well, you see the room that you're in and the other room where you were at. Roll an investigation.
Investigating.
Yip Yap will cocoon himself and your shoulders in the blanket from the hotel.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, Fusso will investigate in Yip Yap's catatonia.
Investigating.
Investigate. Would you like sauce with that?
Mm. Okay.
Oof.
So Isaiah and Balroth in the room that you're in with Yip Yap, you see there's not much in the room. There's just some smaller rocks, some moisture on the walls and things like that. But up here, you find another door.
Mm-hmm.
And Isaiah, in this room, there's the pile of bones from the dead person. Some dried blood, and a locked chest, and 2 other doors.
A locked chest, you say?
Uh-oh.
I have just the thing for that. And I take out a hammer. No. Actually, yeah.
Smash it with the hammer.
Yes. No one is really going to care if I break something in here. But yeah, I will be. Yip Yap, come pick this lock for me.
After Yip Yap hesitates a moment and then crawls out from under the blanket on Balgroth's shoulders. Just crawls on all fours over to Isaiah, to the door, and just starts. Takes him a little bit. He starts sniveling.
I carry him over.
No, he's over. He gets himself over to the lock, but as he's trying to pick it, I'm saying it takes him a bit to actually get what he's doing.
You open the chest, and inside, among some pieces of fabric and things, is a small glass orb that appears to have smoke moving around inside it.
I will mage hand it up.
All right.
And then providing nothing bad happens, I will catch it in the palm of my hand and begin to investigate it.
It seems like a snow globe, like it's just made out of glass, and there doesn't really seem to be magic pertaining to it.
Interesting. So if I were to cast Identify on it, it would come up nil.
More or less, yeah.
Interesting. So it's just a glass ball.
With moving smoke inside of it.
Huh. Well, I'll take it.
Okay.
Yip Yap's just slowly putting his tools back in their case.
Yip Yap. Everyone dies, so live your life well while you have it.
That's not encouraging, actually.
Okay, then be the first one to not die. Do better.
You're not
Okay.
helping.
That sounds like a plan.
Excellent.
Ugh.
You see, Walgroff? Crass realism and reason are the only way to go in life. And delusion. Delusion also works.
Just don't die. Just don't die.
Just don't die. It's all on you, but you've got this.
I already failed.
Well, we can't all be successful all the time, Walgroff.
Whose fault that is?
Fault, blame.
You hear the all familiar sound of Yip Yap unscrewing one of his flasks.
No.
He's already drinking.
There's another door, a dead body, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All
We
right.
should probably open up the other door.
I still got this egg with me, too.
Yeah.
When I was a lad, I ate a dozen egg.
Lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
You don't have it anymore.
Oh, you mean the floating
disc.
disc, not the
Mhm.
egg.
Yeah.
I guess I'll cast it again because it's a free ritual.
Okay.
Boop!
No free ritual.
Right.
Alright.
Which
We should
door?
probably open up the other door.
Yip yap! To the door!
Which
It's
that
either you
door
unlock it, yip
is-
yap, or I force it open.
That door is not locked.
silly died. It was open.
You open it up to a hallway, at the end of which you see stairs going up in a corner ahead.
Look, there's stairs, guys. Maybe we can get out of here. Maybe I can forget what just happened.
I guess we'll go up the
That might be the
stairs.
case. Let's check.
What could
let's-
possibly go wrong?
Exactly. You also go. I guess we see that separate room, right?
Yeah, you go through here and there's a door.
Is it locked?
No.
I open the door.
Hmm?
I open the door.
Inside is just a coffin.
Hot Bob.
Is it empty?
You say a
It's
coffin?
nailed shut.
Is that where they put you when you get too old, Dogra?
Let's find out what's in here.
It's nailed shut.
Balgroff, pry it
I
open.
use my strength. I tried to pry it open.
Y'all just love disrespecting the dead. It's great.
This is the only time I've done it.
You've grave robbed before.
I haven't grave robbed. They've grave robbed.
Does it have like Does it
say
have like
do
a
not-
name on it
I
so
mean,
we know who we'd expect?
Does it have a name on it or anything?
It has a carved inscription that, over the years, it seems, has faded back into the wood. So it's
No stew. Seems fine to me.
Right, I was gonna say, what could possibly go wrong?
all right. So you try and get it open.
Yeah.
Roll as athletics.
Okay.
If you're trying to pry it open, if you're just trying to smash it open, I guess just hit to attack.
Right. There we go.
You're able to pry it open. The nails come loose, and the kind of splinters the top of the coffin, but it comes off. And inside is an emaciated body of dried skin of someone you do not recognize. And their skull, well, their eyes are gone. There's just empty sockets. And it seems their teeth have also been removed.
Like actively removed?
Yeah, like there's dried blood around the eye sockets, and the eyes are just gone, eyelids too. And then all the teeth. The mouth is like half open, and the gums are just browned and empty.
Anything
Like
nice
his
in the coffin?
teeth?
Anything nice in the coffin? Like buried with swords or bags of gold?
He has some gold pieces of jewelry on his fingers.
None of it's magical though.
No.
Well, he's not really using them per se.
No.
What do you mean no?
I just pried this open. We're not desecrating this thing.
You
Why
just
does it
desecrated it, so it's done.
I'm
It smells
closing.
bad. Why does it smell bad in here?
Close it. I say after we clean up the body.
No.
Why
I
does it
snap
smell
at him.
bad in here, guys?
Parker, it's okay.
No.
I say
I'm,
as I
I'm
slowly-
literally closing the casket. Almost
I'm just mage
slamming
handing
it
these
to it.
rings to me.
All right, close.
It's like the Robin Hood scene.
Yes, you may kiss the royal fingers.
You're able to get the rings off. There's 4 in total. As you get them off, the last one, the finger breaks off with it and floats through the air for a second before falling out of the ring.
Parker, look what you've done! That never would have happened if you hadn't opened that coffin. Frankly, you need to reevaluate your respect and reverence for our dearly departed.
Yip's gonna take a
As I
swig of the
pocket
wild
the ring.
magic.
Okay, roll the wild magic.
I'm gonna wear the rings, actually. I'm wearing these suckers.
Yeah, you have them on.
And I actively contemplate murder.
80, okay.
Why are you wearing the dead king's rings? What?
In Draconic, Yip just starts singing.
My class ring from college.
Forgot.
The room is suddenly filled up with kind of foggy images of butterflies and flower petals.
Ooh.
Oh,
I must-
great. Now we're
I must
all-
have drank some absinthe, guys.
Oh, great. Now we're all high.
Do we all see this?
Actually, than 10 feet. So, Balgroth, you can see what's happening around Yip Yap, but it seems to be confined within a certain feet of him.
Yip is just sound of musicking around in a circle.
Yip Yap, now is not the time to indulge in debauchery.
I don't even know what that
You
means.
literally just desecrated it. Whatever. I don't.
It's
I
not
don't-
debauchery, Balgroth, by any definition.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just
Barbara,
gonna.
Why is Isaiah swearing at me?
Using a lot of big words that I don't understand, so I'm gonna take that as disrespect.
God. Oh man. So I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Just walk out of the room.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where are you going? Are you going back the way you came or up the stairs?
Up the stairs.
All right.
I'm gonna keep this globe at hand and just like it looks cool to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna start using it as like a focus.
Balgroth, you go up the stairs and you see um, 2 other turns up ahead.
Let's see. 2 other turns. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I go to the one immediately in front of me.
It is another door, but this one seems locked.
What have I done?
I push through it.
Do a athletics.
Booyah.
You bust through the door, and inside you see 4 humanoids chained to the walls. One has become half eroded into bone. 2 of them you don't recognize, but they wear the servant's garb, and the one in the corner with his mouth sewn shut is a passed out jester.
You're in the pit of despair. You're in the pit of despair.
Oh,
Try
no.
getting out.
The other servants look up at you. They have cloth over their mouths, and they start to make muffled cries for help.
I literally go and take off their gags.
Yip's gonna go over and crawl up the jester.
The jester's like, what? He wakes up a little bit. The first one you take off is the woman's, and she kind of like spits out after you take it out, trying to like as if she's trying to get a bad taste out of her mouth. Please, please, please let us out. Please, I'm so hungry.
Don't worry. We're here to help. We're here to help. Can you tell us what happened to you?
It happened. I was sleeping and I woke up here. But I can't remember what happened before I fell asleep. And the guy on the other side of the room, he goes, they attacked me in an alleyway. They just jumped on top of me, gagged me, and threw me down here.
I know that experience. You 2 have been knocked out and been replaced by doppelgangers. Apparently, they're trying to take over the castle. And don't worry, we'll find a way out. Just stay put. Or once we get out of here, follow us. We'll keep you safe.
Yip kind of standing off of the jester's chest and cupping the back of his head is just kind of popping the stitching with his dagger carefully to not cut his lip and just going, you should really be more careful, you know, you're not going to live forever. No one does, apparently.
Halfway through that, the jester suddenly jolts and you fall off of him. As he, like, his lips kind of stretch out of instinct but are half stopped by the wires that, like, against his stretched skin start to cut through it, and he screams in agony.
I immediately rush over to him and cast Lay on Hands.
Okay.
Yes, we need to get those things out of it. Also, would Isaiah know what any sort of like scrying orbs look like? And does the one I have fit the bill at all or no?
You've never seen one. You know kind of vaguely what to look for. You typically know them to be more ornate than just simply a glass ball. And this one doesn't seem to have any of those kinds of properties.
Okay. I want to take out, I don't know, a 1/4 pound of the bear meat that I have.
Okay.
And distribute. Actually, I'll take out 1/2 pound because I'm a nice guy, and give it to these people who are hungry.
Okay. They take it, or well, I mean, their hands are still bound.
Oh, well, I'll untie them and feed them.
After you untie them, they take the food and just kind of slump down and start to slowly eat it. The jester is still kind of like, he starts to calm down as Balgroth casts Lay on Hands. And he starts to pant softly as, like, his lips still keep trying to twitch upward, and you can see sharp teeth on the sides of his mouth. And his eyes
I
seem more afraid than you've ever seen.
I slowly take the rest of the wire off of his mouth as the lay on hands continue to heal the wounds that have been made upon his mouth.
He starts to slowly catch his breath before gesturing down to the bell at his hip.
I reach down to the bell and ring it.
He looks up. You have to leave me in here. They put something inside of me. You can't take me out.
What are you talking about?
Changeling children need food.
So you mean the changelings put their children inside you?
One, I think.
Say no
They're
diddy.
like parasites.
Isn't there a way to get rid of them?
No. It's already absorbed too much of me.
Well, would you like to go out while you're still yourself?
I can't leave. It has to stay down here. The less of these things there are, the better.
When I say go out, I meant, would
Hey
you like
guys,
a last hurrah?
Why are you guys all speaking funny?
Oh, right, I can't
All
hear
right,
you.
Isaiah can't even hear you.
Never mind.
Yeah, Isaiah can't hear it. So,
He's
Isaiah's
just
just
kind
like,
of like, he's talking in poems and riddles and things.
Isaiah's just
Right.
like, gibberish, man, time to die.
and so I said, well, so the prince put you in here, didn't he?
Yes. The bastard put me down here.
Why?
Because he's greedy. He wants the entire kingdom to himself. Not just Belmar. He wants all of Miro. The entire country. And that witch convinced him that she could help him.
I knew it. He's been the one this entire time. How do we stop him?
He's a coward. But he'll have people around him to protect him.
Yep, will tap the bell.
What do you think is the best way to get rid of those people?
They wouldn't go down without a fight. If I were you, I would just kill the prince. And anyone who tries to stop you from doing it. He's
That's
too
what-
far gone.
And that's what I'm here for. Now, in regards to this changeling thing in you,
Wait, what?
don't worry
You
about
just
it.
hear- You hear the Discord connect noise as Yip Yip hits the
Don't-
bell. Or
We all ring the bell together.
It's like, so, yeah,
that'd be a great time for Noel to plug her channel.
right, exactly.
Ring that bell.
You had bell for the notification.
To understand our gibberish.
But yeah, you can understand.
Yeah, I tell them exactly what's going on. And so I say, well, concerning this changeling child thing inside you, you can't go outside. And to leave you here to starve would be completely inhumane.
It'll kill me before I starve. This is only after a night of it being inside of me. Just a couple more hours and I'm not.
Then what do you suggest that we do?
I would ask you to kill me.
Okay. Do you have a preference of like method or
before you kill me? Take my bell. The king His room has a secret door to it. Jacoby doesn't even know about it. That's how I've been talking with him, and how Seth has been talking with him. Bring my bell to him, and he'll help after Jacoby is dead.
Okay.
As for how to kill me, whatever is the fastest, I guess. I always thought I would die in a nice battle, like my brothers.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Oh, we just need to give him a weapon. Here, have my dagger.
His hands are still tied up. You haven't untied it.
I'll take care of this, yeah.
Well, you should give him a fight.
It would be... I'm not strong enough.
Is he he's a fish folk, right?
From what you could tell, yeah.
Is there any sort of symbology that would be
Or he's half fish folk.
Okay, fish folk. Is there any sort of like symbology or flora or fauna that would be meaningful to a fish folk?
Any kind of coral or any representation of the vast.
All right. Well, then, as Balgroth prepares to complete the task, I'm going to prestidigitate in front of him some coral with a symbol of the vast sort of swimming about it.
He kind of just smiles and watches it.
For your service.
Would you like any alcohol?
No, I can't drink alcohol.
You're ruining the mood.
Oh.
And I take out my blade of vengeance that begins to glow, and I ask him to lower his head and kneel.
He does.
Descend, O fallen warrior, into the depths of the sea. And may the gods who brought you out of its depths receive you once more. I lift my sword up, and then with all my might, slam it down.
And his body falls to the floor.
I take his bell and ring it once more so that everyone can understand us. All right. This jester is one of the bravest men that any of you could have ever known. And the prince will pay for this. His entire body begins to glow green with the aura of vengeance. And I swear to you, he will die by our hands.
And let's end the session there. Hope you guys had fun. Hope you enjoyed playing, enjoyed watching. And hopefully we can all see each other next week. See ya.
Hopefully we can have a game